Hello and welcome. This video is the raw footage from my Twitch streams. I decided to make these available to anyone who wants to go back and watch the games from the beginning. If you enjoy this content, please like and subscribe, and don't forget to join us on Sundays and Thursdays at 9:30 p.m. Pacific Time on Twitch at the link in the description. Thank you and enjoy!
Hello, hi, and welcome. It is Thursday night. The weather outside is halfway decent, and we're all here. So, welcome. Not much overwhelming has happened today. We've gotten in more applications for apartments and more job applications, and things are going. And the girls have managed to avoid injuring themselves, which is a minor miracle that I will happily take. Um, So today we are going to be going into Genshin Impact. We're in the Sumeru Archon quest. We have finished the Collective Dream from Hell. We've finally broken out of that. And now we need to find the Archon. I mean, we met her. We met her in a dream. Now we actually have to find her. Which is going to prove easier said than done, I guess. And that's approximately where we are. Yeah. Important information that you need. Quick highlights. The dream state was brought on by the sages of the academia using the Akasha record, which is the little thing that sticks in their ear. Which, again, reminds me way too much of the Cybermen. But they probably don't know what Cybermen are, so fair. Alright. Let's pop on over. Oh, well. Yay! As you can tell, I actually haven't turned this on since the update occurred. I did manage to get the basic game updated, but now it's downloading resources. So there's that. Thankfully, this is a pretty quick connection, and so it's doing it rapidly. Otherwise, we'd be here forever in a day. When I used to do this on my PlayStation, I would dread update days. Because on my PlayStation, because I have a PlayStation 4, and our connection wasn't that fast, I would get the notice of an update and I would cry. Because it's going to take it about 12 hours minimum to download the file, and then another 12 hours once I got into the game to update. I am so glad that this is a lot faster on my new system. I do apologize for having failed to take care of this beforehand. I forgot that the update occurred. Which is impressive because there's new characters and new lands and all sorts of fun stuff, but... There we go. Hi Will, welcome in! I hope you're having a good evening and that bedtime went well. Bedtime at my house is ongoing. My youngest is being stubborn. Yeah, that's the word, stubborn. Prayers in progress. Talk to Maki. Also talk to Catherine. Oh, hi, Catherine. She's not where she belongs.
You're actually Nahida, aren't you? Paimon felt like Catherine was acting weird when we met at the Sub-Zero's festival. And Dunyarzad, did you save her? It's a really We shouldn't disturb her. Her consciousness is still weakened.
You're salty today? I roll the max. Yeah. I fully and wholly feel that.
Let's chat somewhere else. How about by the traveler's favorite bench?
Well, I mean, the only reason we picked that bench was because of Dunyarzad's. Dunyazard. I think that's how her name's pronounced. Woohoo! Iron! Ooh! That was new.
Let's talk about Dunyarzad first. It's such a relief that she's alright.
That's a relative term, I think.
After we parted on the last day of the Sabzeruz festival, I left the city and saw what the traveler had described. Among the countless dreams, I found one that was growing fainter and fainter. This proved my suspicion. Once Dunyarzad could no longer bear the Akasha harvesting her dreams, her consciousness began to dissipate. But this also meant it escaped the Akasha's control.
Huh.
Such a small fragment of consciousness can't last for very long, though. It will return to its original dream, where both will gradually fade until they completely disappear.
Now that's depressing.
I used all the power I had to keep her dying dream alive as long as possible, but it still wouldn't have lasted for much longer if it hadn't been for you two breaking the samsara.
Well, that's good, but that's a little close for comfort.
So it looks like we did manage to save Dunyarzad in the end. Not a moment too soon.
This truly is a miracle.
Huh? Why are you two smiling so happily? I thought you'd be so moved that you'd start crying. I need to spend more time observing human emotions. Both are fine. Everyone reacts differently. Alright, you two must have a lot of other questions for me, right? After all, you saved my faithful believer. As your reward, I will answer any and all questions.
Well, that's convenient. About what I saw in the dream at the Avidia Forest.
At the Avidia Forest, there was this incense that made the traveler fall unconscious and dream of a huge tree and a red sky. You also heard someone's voice, right? It said world and forget me. Yeah, so you do know! We've been wanting to ask you what that was about, and if the red sky was related to Conria. It seems like the traveler established a connection to Irminsul. That was a message left by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul. Perhaps her last memory before she died.
Did she die in the Conrian conflict?
As you two probably know, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared after the disaster in Conria. The timings of these events do line up, so your suspicions are reasonable.
But I could have sworn...
A message from Greater Lord Rukkhadevata? We thought it was from King Deshret. King Deshret? That god who died even longer ago? Some present-day desert dwellers still worship him. You probably just heard some of their conspiracies.
I really am just gonna have to get and make a conspiracy board for this stupid timeline.
Okay, so what does the message mean? I still haven't manage to decipher it. Even the Akasha isn't currently capable of doing that. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's residual consciousness in Irminsul seems to be contaminated with something that has a very dangerous aura to it.
Yeah, that would be the Abyss.
Many devoted scholars go mad as soon as they connect their consciousness. I've warned the academia about this many times, but people still keep falling victim to it.
Humanity is nothing if not persistent.
But I believe this is the key to saving Irminsul. That's why I've kept trying to decipher it. So the tree in the vision was Irminsul? Oh, Tighnari also said that Irminsul is sick. Is it because of the contaminated consciousness? But even if you can't figure out what that vision was all about, it seems like our search for you was all in vain. The Traveler wasn't affected after coming in contact with that consciousness. I've never seen anyone like that. With you here, we may have a chance at deciphering it.
Well,
No, we must decipher its secrets. I've already eliminated all other factors that might affect Irminsul. This is the only one left. This puzzle has life and death at stake. It could determine Irminsul's fate, as well as Teyvat's.
that's great. Bigger question, slightly more important at the current moment. Why do you look like Catherine?
To be accurate, I'm using the Akasha as a medium to occupy Catherine's consciousness.
Oh, because that's not creepy.
How did you do that? Poor Catherine. Does this mean you can also occupy other people's consciousnesses? Theoretically, I can enter anyone's mind as long as they're wearing their Akasha terminal. The Akasha is the legacy of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. As Lesser Lord Kusanali and the first Akasha terminal, my consciousness has always been linked to the Akasha. I've always respected my people's free will, so I've never actually occupied their consciousness. When necessary, I just borrow this bionic Snezhnayan puppet.
I'm sorry. She's an android? Well, now we know how Catherine can be everywhere. It's a different Catherine. Ish.
Hold on. Did we just learn some deep, dark secret? So Catherine is... No wonder Paimon felt something was off about her. What about your own body? Why do you need to borrow other people's? Don't you live in the sanctuary of Surasthana? That story begins a long time ago. After Greater Lord Rukkhadevata disappeared, the sages found my newly born self and took me back to Sumeru. At that time, I was young and weak. The sages kept me in the sanctuary of Surasthana, ostensibly for the sake of protecting me. But I've hardly heard from them since.
So they're hiding you away for power. Shock and surprise.
However, I do understand that they had hoped to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata instead of me, a symbol of her passing. So, the sages basically put their new Archon under house arrest? How dare they! Why don't you teach them a lesson, Nahida?
I agree with Paimon.
In some ways, they aren't wrong. Greater Lord Rukkhadevata is omniscient and omnipotent. Even after her death, the Akasha is still empowering this nation. And I'm still really far away from being able to call myself the God of Wisdom. Moreover, the academia is also more proficient at governing this country. My existence has little meaning.
I'm sorry. I disagree. To me, you're already an excellent Archon.
Yeah, you got a lot of believers. Just look at the Sub-Zero's festival. Everyone who showed up truly loves you. Thank you for the kind words. But I honestly don't need physical freedom as long as I can connect my consciousness to the Akasha. Trying to find a way to save Irminsul is my top mission and top priority. I will work on that, and try to live up to being a deity in the meantime.
Well, I mean,
Every once in a while, I will also take up the duties of the God of Wisdom and enlighten a lost soul here and there. Doing all that should be enough.
You say that. The sages are planning something, though.
There's never been any big problems with the Academia's governance of Sumeru. This is the first time I've seen them step out of line. I wonder what caused them to go down this path, and what they hope to achieve.
Yeah, we really should find that information out pretty
Even though
soon.
the city's residents haven't noticed anything strange, if the Traveler hadn't broken the Sub-Zero Samsara, the situation could have become dire. I tried to do some investigating in the Akasha, but I couldn't find anything suspicious. And all the people of interest seem to purposely avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. I think they're deliberately trying to hide something.
Of course they are.
Oh, that reminds Paimon. In Gandharvaville, there was a sage who had invited Tighnari to join some kind of project. Could it be related?
Regardless, I need to first investigate the sage's motives, make things right, and punish them if needed. But I'll have to be discreet, or they'll see me coming.
No one has realized the issue with the Akasha.
You mean how the Akasha stops you from having dreams?
Yeah, it's been such a long time. No one's noticed something's up?
It's not that no one noticed. It's more like no one cared. Ultimately, it's all rooted in the sage's misdirection.
Misdirection?
The sages convinced everyone to believe that being unable to dream is a sign of rationality and wisdom. Not dreaming is a badge of honor in Sumeru.
Dreams and I have a very twisted relationship. There are days I wish I didn't dream. But as I already don't get enough rest, I will keep my dreams and hopefully manage to get some sleep. Good sleep as well.
Even if the truth is that their dreams are being reaped by the Akasha. With their propaganda in place, the sages can maximize their use of the Akasha to facilitate their research. Besides, Greater Lord Rukkhadevata must have created the Akasha in the hopes that it could be used to its full potential. That's why I've never come out strongly against this. Anyway, the perspective advocated by the sages drowned out any voices of doubt. By now, even those who never use Akasha terminals find it too shameful and embarrassing to talk about their dreams.
That's a pity.
Got it. I hope my answers were satisfactory, seekers of knowledge. To be honest, maintaining Dunyarzad's fading dream took a lot of mental energy. I think I may need to rest for a while. Oh, and you don't need to worry too much about the sage's activities for now. The Akasha won't be able to conduct another project on the scale of the Sub-Zero Samsara in the immediate future.
Well, that's good.
Go and get some sleep. Leave everything to us.
What a relief. This is truly the most exhausting birthday I've ever had.
Traveler? Paimon? Why am I here? Do either of you know?
Oh, that's not complicated at all.
Maybe you were sleepwalking. You know you can't wake up a sleepwalker. We happened to walk by, so we thought we'd wait for you to wake up.
Android!
I see. Huh. I should visit my maintenance personnel sometime. Oh, I'm fine. I better go. Thank you.
Is it me or are Paimon's lies
Time
getting
in
worse?
Sumeru City, but ever since we last said goodbye to Lesser Lord Kusanali, we haven't heard anything from her. Oh, we can't just keep waiting around like this. Let's go find Catherine and pick up some work so we can at least keep ourselves busy.
Okay. Ah. Talk to Catherine. I had a bug. Alright. I am sure there's mail. Ooh. New domains. More in the guide. Oh, to temper thyself and journey far is back. I'm not going to make it this week on either account. Ooh, we'll have to go play in the music before we leave today. Confirm selection to the only person I can get. Which is why I haven't bothered real hard. Alright. Maintenance stuff out of the way.
Ad Astra Avisask. We meet again, you two.
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us today?
Commissions, huh? Let me think. Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this afternoon and recite a love poem on stage.
Really?
Wait, say what now?
And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing the poem.
Are we reciting a specific poem or any poem?
Huh? What kind of commission is that?
The audience would definitely have a reaction.
I see. It appears that you're not interested in this commission. In that case, please go to Port Armos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
Hey, that's not any better.
Isn't that just asking for a beating?
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some interesting reactions as well.
Why are these the options?
Paimon's gotta ask. Just who exactly has been submitting these commissions to the Adventurers Guild?
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
Yeah. You're not Catherine, you're Nahida.
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often.
So it's Nahida. Paimon just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get into her head?
From when she said, Ad Astra Avisask?
So it's been you this whole time? Are you done resting up, Nahida?
Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways, and I even had a really, really long dream.
So the Akasha can't take away the dreams of gods?
It was another dream about the Sabzeruz festival, except it was a happy one.
Well, I'm glad at least someone's having happy dreams about the Sabzeruz festival.
In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me. They danced round and round, and everyone looked really happy.
Hearing Nahida's voice come out of Catherine's body is weird.
I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground, and I was throwing an endless amount of Yalda candies at the children.
You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sabzeruz festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday.
Yeah.
Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at me like that? Wait, could this be an example of the emotion known as pity?
No, no! We aren't pitying you. That would only make everything worse. We just don't want you to feel too sad. By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homiyanis haven't allowed any visitors after the festival, so we haven't been able to check on her.
Poor Paimon.
Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. She was resting at the time. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsul's own withering. But for the moment, our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and what they're planning.
Yeah, that's probably a good choice.
Right. Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like the Samsara of the Sub-Zero's festival.
So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sages' activities. As for how we should pull that off, let's discuss it somewhere else. There are too many adventurers around here.
Can't she just show up in our dreams?
Oh, good point.
Like, that would make this so much
Sorry,
easier.
adventurers. We're gonna be borrowing Catherine for a little while.
I'm glad I don't have to rely on her for stealth missions. Because she's not good at them.
Let's continue our chat here.
Like, we're what? 20 feet away?
Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida?
Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts.
My thoughts on the sages? We could grab someone close to the sages and question them.
We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about their goals, any rash move could tip them off and lead to terrible consequences. After all, every person in Sumeru City is one of their hostages.
You asked me how I'd like to handle it. None of those options are how I would like to handle it. I guess possess a key figure in the academia?
I've already tried that, but all the key members of the academia, even the core 30 guards, intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha terminals.
As if that's not telling that there's something going on.
It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course, it could also be because they're wary of me.
Have you already caught the sage's attention?
I'm guessing not yet, but distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me. In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly.
Well, then why didn't you just choose a student to begin with?
No way, that's too risky.
You mean it'd be too easy to get caught?
No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this. A single mistake could completely ruin their lives.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals. How is that any different from what the sages are doing?
That's a good point. Spoken like the god of Sumeru.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Are we really out of ideas? Nahida, you're super smart, so you already have something in mind, right? Don't keep us in suspense. Spill the beans already.
According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the academia, rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a planning session will give more weight to the actual proposal.
I mean, she's not wrong, but as someone who hates wasting time, I highly dislike it when filler is put into a presentation just to make things more impactful, when if they just gave me the information I needed to do the work, or gave me a good explanation of why this is the choice of what we're doing, I just
Okay, okay, but
it's the reason I'll never make boss
you don't have to use
or
that kind
manager.
of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously.
Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary people involved, then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to side with the sages.
You're saying we should recruit a spy? That does sound like it could work.
And who do you plan to
Oh,
recruit?
Before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the Academia's back. They probably aren't in cahoots.
Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Sataria?
No.
Sataria. Paimon remembers now. Isn't she the one who's always trailing behind the Grand Sage of the Academia?
Oh, thank you for the clarification.
We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival repeated itself. You could even say we're old enemies by now. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke to Nilu.
I've always liked observing all kinds of people, and Sataria has always stood out from the crowd.
Really? Your reasoning would
She
be?
was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the Academia, and also gave her the opportunity to serve as the sage's assistant.
Alright.
Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then. Paimon feels like most of the desert dwellers around the city are working as mercenaries.
The name Sataria means star. When she lived in the desert, she shone like the brightest star in the night sky. Later on, she was chosen by the sun. The star was given a place in the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling light.
That's a weird way of saying that.
Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth, which brought forth many disasters. The star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, wouldn't it be better to return and light up part of the night sky? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
And those are Sataria's true thoughts, right?
From the sound of it, Sataria's just hung up on the research opportunities here. But she doesn't really support the Academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right? She's just running away from her problems.
I got news for you, Paimon. Most of us are running away from our problems.
Indeed. When they are presented with complex moral issues, many people will simply plug their ears and go with the flow until the problem can't be fixed anymore. She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. She can't deny her part in their schemes anymore.
Sounds exactly like the person we need.
Right. We must somehow make her face her problems again. That way, not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also use it as an opportunity to redeem herself.
Will this actually work?
From my past observations, Sataria will take a day off from the Academia every 10 days to do some shopping in the city. Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her. That'll be our chance. To prepare, let's go check out some of her favorite spots, and have a quick chat with a few of the vendors there.
What are we hoping to find? Information or...
This should be Sataria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
So should we ask the fortune teller about Sataria?
No, I already have enough information on Sataria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics.
Why?
Talking style and key characteristics?
Am I supposed to pretend to be them?
My poor lost lambs, have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
That would actually be nice.
Really? Nahida, you've been whispering things to her?
Shh. My friend here has some doubts regarding her future. Can we get a fortune reading for her?
Of course, of course. In that case. It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Oh, multiple times at this point.
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
Yeah, divine my prospects in health.
Health prospects, no problem at all. The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed.
Really?
Your life shall continue on for many tens of thousands of years. Impossible.
Hey, looky. It's an actual sage.
Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so absurd.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune telling you've ever done.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is suboptimal. As such, there will be no charge.
A celestial matrix. You know what? I think I love that phrase.
Is that so? Well, that can't be helped.
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they could help you reverse the wheels of fate.
Well, I mean, that's one way to get food for your cats.
Is this another one of Sataria's favorite stalls?
Yep, it belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Samari City, so she still comes by whenever she has time. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
Again, what does any of this have to do with...
Would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Yeah, don't count your chickens before they hatch.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret, and I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
Really?
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
I wish I was.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Actually, you know what? I say that. I don't hate my current job. I occasionally hate dealing with people, but I don't hate my current job.
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough Mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos nowadays.
Seriously, what is it with people who shouldn't be on the roof getting on roofs.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement.
I guess in Sumeru, a mason might actually need to be on the roof just because of the slate tiles. Oh hey, fair.
I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
No problem. Rest easy, all our goods are sure to meet your every need.
Alright. Pot.
Time to act.
This should be our final stop. Sitaria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia, so she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
I mean, she doesn't do much else other than think, so...
It's my duty to protect Sumeru's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember.
If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Weird, but okay.
Ah, that's right. I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships going in and out of the port. I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent.
Oh, that sucks.
But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars. And I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get to the academia after their next round of exams.
Well, good luck.
What an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
Sure. But you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
Huh, good to know.
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
Yeah. From someone who went to college. And don't get me wrong, I love learning. I love random pieces of information for having random pieces of information. But I'm very, very glad that I don't have to go back into higher education
Was that everybody?
yet. That's always subject to change, but
3 familiar faces should be enough for Sitaria.
What's the point of all the information we've collected? Nahida, you still haven't told us how you're planning to make Sitaria face her problems.
oh, I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing the legwork, Paimon.
Sitaria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual sensibilities. I remember you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormuz are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of King Deshret. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sitaria's soft spot.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. You want to take advantage of the guilt Sitaria feels about her homeland. Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages.
If King Deshret were to criticize Sitaria's actions,
So, how do we set that up?
Well, King Deshret is long gone, and Sitaria is also too smart to fall for any simple tricks. If we simply engaged her under the guise of King Deshret's believers, she would definitely be weary of us, and we may not get anywhere.
is that what the fortune teller's for?
But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be very different.
So So, you mean you're going to possess those people we just talked to?
Well then.
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply they've already converted to the faith of King Deshret, and then convey our made-up will of King Deshret.
Isn't that fraud?
As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria for sure. She'll never guess that we had anything to do with it.
So that's how you're going to use all the info we collected on these people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage to pass off as them.
Oh, please tell me we are not going to be the ones possessing them.
Exactly. So, best of luck with impersonating them.
Oh, fiddlesticks.
Huh? Best of luck? But we don't know how to possess anyone.
I knew we were going to get to that.
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed them yourself.
Huh. That is pretty convenient. But why does she have to do this? Can't you do it yourself?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious whenever you try to pass as
Oh.
Catherine.
Fine. Alright.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone. But seeing how things are now, I probably should just accept it and push on.
Doesn't mean you have to like it.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing this to help everyone, and we'll only be borrowing them for a little while anyway.
Just don't make a habit of it.
Alright, then let's give it a go tomorrow afternoon.
Alright. First things first. Let's cook. I don't have a lot of options, do I? That is mildly disappointing. Even with how simple this game is, it is entirely possible to fail at it. Now I am out of cheese. I cannot make any more pizza. Manju buns! Oh, my proficiency with this is even worse than the last one. I can't wait till all of these have proper proficiencies and I can just auto-cook them. Oh! Did I mention you can fail? Meat. I need significantly more meat. And flour. Well. Now that I know what I need. Alright. Why do we have to be in the market while this is happening? Shouldn't we be somewhere... I don't know.
Oh, here she comes. Satori is here. Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, we'll find a safe spot to begin possessing them. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you. I trust you'll know what to say.
Oh, I'm glad somebody does.
Paimon's starting to feel kind of nervous. Okay, let's go.
Okay. Where do the leaves underneath the tree come from? Because the leaves on the tree are giant, giant palm leaves. And the leaves under the tree are not.
Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get started.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seemed a little distracted for a moment there.
Sorry.
Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong? I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again?
Harut and Marut.
Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
Everybody is always asking the fortune teller about love. Honestly, if there was a real fortune teller about, love is not... Love is fun and fanciful, but I don't know. There are other things I feel that are slightly more pressing at this point.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with.
Paimon, you're terrible at hiding.
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth.
The gods have spoken.
The gods are asking. Sitaria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
Well, one particular god does.
Sitaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. The gods seem to be truly upset.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine forgiveness. And, if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, King Deshret.
King Deshret? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Huh. Wait a second. King Deshret passed away a long time ago.
Yeah.
Even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the Academia. How can King Deshret still exist in real life?
Well, that's good to know. However, that doesn't really help us with our current problem. King Deshret's resurrection is a misinformation campaign? Uh-oh!
What insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal believer. Do you wish to refute his voice of wisdom?
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this city. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
You may have pushed that one a little far.
Whoa! She just ran off in a hurry. She looked pretty upset, too.
Well, I can't say as I blame her.
Well done. Sataria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core.
Aw, the little fortune teller is so confused.
Aw, Nahida, it seems like you understand human emotions really well after all.
All I know are some abstract Harabatot theories. In any case, my time with you has shown a lot of them to be utterly useless. I'm still trying to make sense of everything.
Different theories work in different cases, and some don't work at all.
Anyway, enough of that. Let's hurry and catch up to Sataria.
She's out of Keem's now, right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
Again, why do we have to be so close? This seems like a bad idea.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again?
Masonry.
Oh, right. Your old man's craft. How could I forget? Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better?
He's feeling a lot better. And he's walking more now.
Oh, that's good to hear. I have been thinking a lot about him. If I could get some more time off, I'd love to pay him a visit.
So take time off.
Actually, while we're talking about him, is he still living in Port Ormos?
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Let him know that recently, faith in King Deshret has taken root in Port Ormos and has begun to spread across Sumeru. He has a quick temper and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those King Deshret believers because of a difference in beliefs.
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or King Deshret?
Conflicted and confused.
I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray King Deshret, and now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academia.
Like, it's...
Akeem, you don't mean you've also become a believer of King Deshret?
Does that even work with his dad being such a Dendro Archon person? Well, I guess he could always say that he decided to choose someone other than his father's path. There's plenty of kids who do that.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Whoa. Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this.
I wasn't too harsh, was I?
You really zeroed in on the issue and put it right in front of her. It might feel a bit overwhelming for Setaria. But once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything. Anyway, let's keep going.
Why couldn't you just visit her in her mind and explain things to begin with? Like, this seems to be a very roundabout...
Setaria's already started talking with Shishan.
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird in the city lately?
I mean, apparently half the people are now followers of, King Deshret?
Like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
I've been spending all my time studying in the basement.
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really weird.
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing in the report indicated anything like that.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to King Deshret as well.
I mean, with what they pulled with the Sub-Zerus festival, I couldn't blame her.
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret. In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects?
Please, please stop!
Even now, Setaria's still trying to run from her problems.
Yeah, that's what humans do best. Did I push too hard?
She can no longer justify everything to herself.
Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards. What should we do?
This is the most important part of all. Quick, get ready.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Macha right away. The situation in the city is getting out of control.
Please, try to remain calm, miss. Tell me what's happening in the city.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of heresy are you talking about?
King Deshret! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he's long dead. It's impossible.
Except you're talking to a mercenary.
Miss Setaria, nothing is impossible.
You know my name?
King Deshret is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price.
Ha ha ha!
You must face the truth, Setaria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared. Child of King Deshret, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King Deshret.
Setaria, why haven't you gone home?
I'm not sure I condone driving people mad. I mean, yes, it's a way to get information quickly, but...
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more believers of King Deshret. I have to say, this is a familiar feeling. I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland. But No matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
You know, you should follow your heart.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings of guilt?
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just a believer of King Deshret? Or are you the god himself?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation.
So she takes serendipity on its own, but does not believe in a god. Personal opinion? I've seen way too much stuff happen to believe in anything other than a higher power. Just because...
Please tell me, what can I do for you?
Well... Here's hoping we can convince her. Great, we finally convinced her. Yeah, let's hope that's correct.
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sabzeruz festival.
What are they doing with the dream energy?
But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential documents. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary of him.
An outcast that even the sages are wary of? Oh, is he back?
To fight against the academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on them. The sages have always closely monitored all activities within the Akasha.
Well, not surprising. Not great, but not surprising.
Let me see... let's use the most primitive method. Send someone to pick up the documents tomorrow evening at the Academia entrance.
A good old-fashioned drop.
The Academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too conspicuous?
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't be a trap. I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the Academia again. It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
I would say wait another 10 days,
All right,
but we
I
don't
trust
have that
you.
kind of time.
So, if I were to successfully complete this task, would it mean I've atoned for my wrongdoings?
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars. Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Sataria to our side.
Well, that's great.
The
Now we just gotta
traveler's
get the stuff.
execution was ingenious. She's the one who deserves all the praise. Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening, all we can do is pray for Sataria's mission to go off without a hitch.
Pray? But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom and guardian of the scholars?
No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that. Anyway, let's meet again tomorrow evening at the Adventurers Guild.
I really, really like just hitting V and it going automatically to the time I need. I know this has probably been here the whole time, but I didn't figure it out so recently, and it makes me very happy. Where are we headed? We're meeting with Nahida. So up here?
Catherine, we're here! Oh, you are the other Catherine, right?
That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind.
Can't we just call her Nahida?
Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity.
Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap. If something were to happen, my existence may be the only trump card we'll be able to play. After all, the Academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world.
Yep.
This seems like a bad idea.
That's what Paimon was thinking.
I somehow doubt that.
Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard.
Yeah, speaking of which, don't you feel like something is off?
Off? What do you feel is off?
It's a little too quiet around here.
It's the middle of the night. Of course it's quiet. You're not getting paranoid, are you?
Why are we doing this in the middle of the night? Wouldn't it make more sense to do this in the middle of the day?
No, I think she's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case for the entire city, though.
Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Setaria figured out a way to not only distract the guards, but also to get everyone to go to sleep early, just so we can exchange the documents in peace.
No, you exchange them in broad daylight in front of hundreds of people.
I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off. But now that we're here, let's go ahead and meet her as we planned.
Well, regardless, as long as you're here with us, Paimon feels a little safer.
This isn't gonna go well. I don't know what's gonna go wrong.
There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the Academia, and that Setaria managed to distract all the guards.
Okay. For those people looking to do a passive information, just a word of advice. Do it, like, in front of the Academia would be fine, but doing it during the day when there's a lot of people milling around is a heck of a lot less conspicuous than doing it in the middle of the night when we are the only people here. Like, that's just asking for trouble. This is gonna cause us so much problems. Also, walk naturally and act like you're supposed to be there. Don't sneak.
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the Academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor. If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
No, what should we do? These are all just regular people. Leave now. You need to get out of here. But that guy's a Fatui Harbinger. We can't just leave you here. Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru. Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
I don't like Dottore. I don't like him, I don't like him, I don't like him. Evil bastard.
This should be far enough. Paimon needs to catch her breath first. Is Nahida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her.
She can jump between mines. Hopefully she'll be fine.
Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2. So scary. He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tighnari told us about him. Setaria did say that someone who once got expelled from the Academia came back recently.
He could have stayed gone.
And that even the sages are wary of him. Yep. Sounds like she must have been talking about the Doctor.
Yeah, we underestimated the scale of this problem.
Yeah. Now that the Doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the Academia. They're in cahoots with the Fatui. But what are the Fatui after this time? Another Gnosis?
Yeah, we need to find a way to reunite with Nahida.
Yeah. Things would be a lot easier with Nahida's help. Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't just keep waiting around, right?
Yeah, let's start our own investigation.
You mean?
Let's go find Tighnari.
Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with him in the Vidia Forest? That has to be the same project. Even though he turned it down at the time, he might still know something. There's no time to lose. Let's go to Gandharvaville.
Man, we didn't get to light the waypoint on the top of the Academia.
Without a good book to accompany me.
That makes me sad. Mushrooms. Mushrooms!
Hold it right there.
Oh, speaking of mushrooms. So, my young girls are in school and learning about memes and things. 6-7 is now, unfortunately, a not uncommon refrain around the household. So we decided to introduce our girls to some of the old memes. So we spent Saturday morning listening to Llama Llama Duck and Badger 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 we've introduced her to those two now. When she gets a little older, we'll introduce her to Trogdor. But yeah, we've started introducing our girls to the memes that we grew up with. Maybe it'll give them a little insight into why we're as crazy as we are. I mean, after all, you can only be so sane if you're listening to Llama Llama on a 10-hour loop.
We've got you, all right. Take a look around. You've fallen right into our trap.
Yeah, no.
Are you mercenaries from the Corps of 30? Did you come here to arrest us?
Corps of 30? We're nothing like those government lapdogs who don't even get scraps for their work. We are an elite brigade that commands the highest commission rate in all of Sumeru. We're here on the orders of a client known only as the Outcast.
And is that another name for Dottore or someone else?
The Outcast? An outcast from the Academia?
Yeah, that sounds like the Doctor.
But why wouldn't the Doctor just send the Fatui after us?
Maybe he's taking advantage of the Academia's resources?
Still wasting time on idle chit-chat. We'll shut you up soon enough. Get them!
Oh, good.
You're up, Traveler.
I get to flatten something.
Following orders. A new punching bag. Freeze.
Steady as stone.
Go, go, Baron Bunny.
Dodge this.
Ah, there's something in my eye. There.
No, my sword. Get him. No escape.
Let me weave you a verse.
Oh, so sorry. I'll take my need.
I really like this. Having everything activated, I can use the broadsword and
Rain outlines your fate.
Freeze.
freeze them at the same time.
As a good knight should.
Love it when that happens.
Cool it.
Ah.
No one escapes my sights.
Freeze. Don't get frostbite.
Witness the power of Guhua.
Cool it.
Rain outlines your fate. Time to act. No, my sword.
Why can't I switch characters?
Cool it. Oh, so sorry. What's the hurry?
Rain outlines your fate.
It isn't over yet. Here comes reinforcements.
Oh, because of course we got reinforcements.
Freeze.
Why would I get lucky enough not to be dealing with reinforcements?
Leave it all to me.
Go, go, Baron Bunny.
Come on!
I'll race you there.
As a dutiful maid would.
Han always shoots first. I know what the reference is. What's the tagline on that?
Cool it.
Rain outlines your fate.
For those who don't know the reference, in the
Don't get frostbite.
when George Lucas re-released the Star Wars movies onto DVD, changed it from Han shooting first to Guido shooting first.
My sights.
Dodge this.
won't be long before we see more of them.
Yeah, looks like we'll have to keep our guards up. But this doctor guy seems like a pretty tough opponent. He knew exactly where to set up an ambush. Did he predict that we would try to find Tighnari?
That wouldn't surprise me.
Going up against smart people is tough. Anyway, let's keep going.
Il Dottore is unfortunately incredibly intelligent. Also an evil asshole. Where's Tighnari? There's Kale.
Oh, it's the Traveler and Paimon. What are you two doing back here? Kale! It's nice to see you again. Are you doing alright? To be honest, I'm not doing too well. My Elazar has been progressing at a faster rate lately. I'm finding it harder to complete more intricate tasks.
Well, that sucks.
As a result, Master Tighnari is taking me off the patrol schedule. He will only allow me to stay here and coordinate other people's tasks.
That is still very important work.
Oh, Kale!
It seems that curing Irminsul is our only chance.
Speaking of Tighnari, did he go off on patrol? We're here to talk to him. Oh, Master Tighnari? He just left the Avidia Forest a little while ago. He was headed to Pardes D'i. Huh? He left? But isn't Tighnari always saying that he never wants to leave the Avidia Forest? He even turned down the Sage's invitation. I thought it was weird too. Master Tighnari always prioritizes his work as a forest watcher above everything. He almost never leaves his post. He left in a hurry this time, though.
Did he give a reason?
No, I only found out that he left through a message he left behind. He also made sure to delegate all his tasks using a schedule. To leave in such a hurry? I'd guess he had something urgent to take care of. Master Tighnari originally studied in the Amorta Darshan of the Academia, and Pardes D'i is something like the Amorta's research base. Many rare shrubs and grasses have been planted there for research. I know that before he became a forest watcher, Master Tighnari once spent a long time conducting research at Pardes D'i. A research base, huh? Gotta wonder what kind of research Tighnari just decided to work on all of a sudden.
Well, whatever it is has to be important.
Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Pardes D'i.
Don't push yourself too hard, Kale.
Don't worry. I'm fine. I'm used to living with Elazar by now. If you run into Master Tighnari, please send him my regards. Got it. Will do. See you later, Kale.
Alright. Alright. We're gonna go out here and open up some stuff, and then we're gonna go play some music. No, I actually don't want that quest right now. I want to navigate to that.
Time to act.
I'm so grateful for those things. Is this the land bridge it shows? Yes. And then it's all the way up there, because of course it is. Being easy to reach would be too easy. Although, on the plus side, with it being up as high as it is, if I ever need to get someplace beneath it, it's a lot faster. As opposed to starting from the bottom of the ravine and climbing to the very top. Which is what we're doing right now. Oh, hello! No! Let's use geopower, because I don't want to put out the flames. Ice and water will put out the flames. Downside, I'm now on fire. So the white at the bottom of the dress is lace on the bottom hem of the red, as opposed to being a petticoat. Although, to make the dress as fluffy as it is, I think if I were to make it, I'd just make it a petticoat. And yes, I spend far more time than I really should thinking about how to make these things into actual functional outfits. Five, 6. There they are. 7 and 8. Yay!
Ooh, wonderful.
Yep, I was right. There's a chest down there.
Steady as stone.
Oh, I had not taken into account a...
Cool it. Freeze. This one will be frozen.
There's a pyro.
Let him rain.
May my final stand be a monument to chivalry.
Where'd it go?
Witness the power of Gugwa.
Dodge this.
Someone needs.
Go.
Don't get frostbite.
Time to clean up.
Alright, let's put you on ice.
Freeze.
Oh, good. Ah! Run away, run away!
Cool it.
No, my sword. Let me weave you a verse. Yeah.
Where are they? Oh, there's one up there. And they're all bowmen.
No
Yay! Oh!
Dodge this.
Exactly what I need.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Rain outlines your fate.
Apparently I hit a, fire barrel. Oops. That wasn't planned.
Let it rain. No, my sword. I must leave no stone unturned. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Oh, it's still up there on the platform. Oh, I badly misjudged that. I haven't misjudged something that badly in a while.
Another target tracked down by
Oh, that did not go well. Ah! No! I fell down a hole. Alright. Let's go to the repertoire of Myriad Melodies and do the most recent stuff. Oh, let's start with hard. I could possibly do pro, but let's just start with hard. This is swim school, isn't it? I might try this one at the harder level later. And for those of you who wonder why I do this, Prima Gyms. That went well. Oh, I got a perfect combo. Even better. Oh. Man, the rating jump between here and here. Nope. I'm not up to that tonight. Oh, I missed one. This one's more complex. There's some syncopation in here that the other one lacked. And I'm apparently missing something. Ah. Their braking pattern. Purposefully. Ah! That one is deceptive. We haven't got to these characters yet. I don't like them at all. Ah! The music sounds like it should be syncopated and it's not! And that makes it almost as hard as if it... This is like a fanfare of some kind, which makes sense. Ah! I got too busy listening to the music and I forgot to play the notes. That's silly of me. I might be able to with that rating. Let's see. As you can tell, I'm not used to using that far finger. Just gotta get 70%. Come on. Ha! I got at least 70%. And that's the important part. Yeah, I'm not as good at the pro yet. I'm decent at the hard, but once you add that third finger in, I'm still working on learning how to do it. But as everyone knows, the only way to learn is to do. Reading about it only gets you so far. Not doing too badly. Ah! Ah, I got them backwards. No! My fingers are backwards, and I just can't recover this. recovered it enough to pull a 79. That went better than I thought it was going to. It's Glee! Yeah, I ain't trying her pro. Thank you very much. It sounds like a drunk organ grinder's monkey. Yay! We're gonna do one more song and then we're gonna call it a night. So, do we want Durin, Barca? Oh no, we're doing this one. We're doing this one. This music is bonkers. Weird. It makes me happy. Ah! Not bad! That actually went better than I thought it was going to. And I love this music. That music's amazing. It makes me happy. Very happy. Alright. I want to thank everyone who has come today, and I hope you enjoyed it. That is actually going to be our end for tonight. So, if you enjoyed it, please do give us a follow. Come see us again. The next stream will be on today's Thursday. So the next stream will be on Sunday at 9:30 p.m. Pacific time. We will be back in Sumeru. We're going to pick it up where we are hunting down Tighnari and Pardes Die. Trying to figure out how to get in touch with, trying to figure out what the sages at the Academia are doing to the people of Sumeru. I hope everybody has a good weekend. Stay safe out there. It's a crazy world. Toodles!